Episode 154. Welcome to Steele Nazz, presented by Hedge Better. It's the original Steele Nazz in the building tonight.
Steele and Nazz.
I think Magic Mike had a last minute date. Anton, who knows where he is. Craig's in another state.
Craig's in another state. A fair excuse.
Yeah, fair
There's
excuse.
more than one Craig, so I don't know.
See,
if
this
I trust it.
for Showtime's absence, I don't have a problem with it. He can go do what he wants. There's some people on the mic that have problems with Showtime not showing.
Chopping block. We were on this last episode. Chopping block.
Anton's already been chopped. He got, beat up in a group text over the weekend. I'll leave it at that.
Now we got a bail on Magic.
Yeah, Magic's every week. I give the kid his 2 cents.
No, I don't want him on the chopping block.
He won't. He'll be back.
Just kidding, Magic.
I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, Slight Edge Fitness and Performance, man. Hey, it's January, February. It's boring season around here. Get your ass in the gym. Try to get a slight edge on the competition, right?
Yeah.
Craig Kelly,
dang.
get it done. Law office is Patrick J. Foley.
Of course.
I don't know if this is the season to buy a house. Maybe it is. It's really a season to do nothing besides maybe improve yourself. So buying a house, getting legal advice, law offices of Patrick J. Foley, absolute wrecking crew that
have
that
a
guy
nice
is.
meeting after the gym.
Yes, I think he has his he has a fundraiser for something coming up soon. I'll have to get the correct information and plug that along.
Absolutely.
Tonight we're going to go over the conference championships. AFC side, KC takes it over Lamar. NFC Lions choke it away against the Niners. This is actually going to be our Super Bowl episode too. We're off next week, vacation week next week for producers, other people. Bruins Celtics recap. Haven't really touched upon it. Celtics big win last night over the Pelicans. I think they're beating the Pacers pretty handily right now. And then we'll give a little rough and rowdy recap. It stinks that Showtime and Magic aren't here because they were there to see it last week. Lights Out Lang goes down to this 6'8",
monstrosity.
hammer guy. Tough. And I want to give a little movie review. For the people at home that have seen Saltburn, I have to talk about this a little bit. Spoilers only, by the way.
Of course.
Spoilers only. And then if we have a little bit more time, there's a little debacle here with the Quincy High football coach. We like to get local on this show. If we got time, I'll save a little rant for it because what happened today kind of ticked me off.
Oh!
Yeah.
Quincy High on the shit list. Love to see it.
On the shit list. I'm going to have to pull up the article too, get everyone's name. So that might be, at least I got my voice drawn to where if someone's listening to that point, they're from Quincy. Yeah, they just don't like the way they're doing it.
Talk your shit.
But we're going to dive right into it. Chiefs 17, Ravens 10. Ravens were favored in this game. Just seemed the offense didn't really have a game plan for the Chiefs here.
No.
And the Chiefs kind of look like the Patriots of old of, surviving and advancing in the playoffs.
Yeah, someone went 2-0 in the picks. Just want to say.
Yeah. That's fair.
Not to brag.
I'm going to first touch because he's been on our podcast before. Zay Flowers, he was, if you want to throw Travis Kelce out there, but best wide receiver on the field. Sucks he had a bad drive there where the taunting penalty, I get it that people, are going to make that call. But, that's deep in the game. Everyone's kind of, getting big
like
that.
The AFC Championship. It's big time.
And then he did have two hands on the ball, but he did fumble it into the end zone.
Hey, that's reaching for it, man.
Yeah.
They tell you to not try and reach for it.
But, you look at 5 receptions, 115 yards. Probably had close to 1,000 yards this year. He had a phenomenal season.
Oh, yeah. Rookie.
Lamar Jackson wouldn't have won the MVP if they didn't draft him.
No, absolutely not. He had a great rookie season. It sucks. It sucks when a play for anybody is so kind of truly gut punching. Because there's, you can go throughout a game and there's a shit ton of things that happen there and there. But that one was a killer, unfortunately. It just didn't make sense to me, their game plan. It was either Lamar was going to sit back in the shotgun, toss it deep, wait 5 seconds to throw when he already had people in his face, or he was just going to run. They were ready for him to run. It's tough to completely stop Lamar Jackson running. Of course.
But whenever he was releasing ball quick, whether it was to, Justice Hill, the backfield there, quick one to Zay Flowers, it was working, but he did not get the ball out quick enough. I just don't think they thought the Kansas City defense was for real as they thought they were going to be.
Holds on a lot. Yeah, Frank Clark was everywhere. He was disrupting almost every play. And he's like an all-pro. He's one of the best in the game. And
Chris Jones, too. He's been
Chris Jones.
Oh, Chris Jones, same thing. But
fucked up.
phenomenal.
On to the next game.
Yeah.
No, that was my bad.
On the other side, Pat Mahomes
Jones.
gets another AFC championship victory, his 4th in 6 seasons in the NFL. Goes back to his close partner there, Travis Kelce, 11 receptions, 116 for a tutty. It seemed in the beginning of the game, it was a quick 7-7. Baltimore went 3-and-out, but then they just couldn't get anything going offensively. Third, fourth quarters, that fumble into the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
I think did they have a missed kick? Something else didn't go their way either. I'm trying to remember. But either way, Pat Mahomes gets to another Super Bowl, and the conversation has already started about, GOATs, who he is better in already. I'm really not reading into this stuff, man. He is great. He's the best quarterback in the league. He is going to go down as a great, but let's wait a little bit until we, make him the GOAT.
Of course.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I mean, it was him. What you're saying, the Ravens didn't have a plan. It was the Mahomes Kelce show right out of the gate for the Chiefs. That was the plan of attack, as it usually is.
30 for 39. I want to say he was about 25 for 27 before. He probably went on a slump at the end because they punted a couple times at the end of the game.
Yeah.
But going back to the GOAT conversation, I heard from a friend the other day, Alex from Weymouth. I'll throw that out there, saying this dude's already better than Peyton Manning. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Better than Joe Montana. The only one you can't say better than is Tom Brady. And it's come on now. These people are crazy.
Yeah, it is definitely longevity.
No,
he's on the track to do this.
No, that's what I mean. It's not even relevant. If you want to be I know something that everyone doesn't know. Pat Mahomes has had the best 6-year start to any quarterback in his career. You're an idiot if you put that out there. Obviously he has. No one compares. Even Brady's stats his first 6 years. Brady's career in the beginning of it was more of the defense anyway.
Yeah, he has the wins and stuff. But the numbers are not.
And I think I think it's safe to say, for myself, I think I'm a Patrick Mahomes fan. I think he typically is a pretty good guy. Had that little fart when he bitched at the refs during the Bills, but so did Brady. Brady, he kind of had that, bitching at the refs.
Everyone causes all the fucking, everyone's out there.
On the other end, Lamar Jackson can't get over the playoff hump. They beat the Texans, a rookie quarterback, last week, but coming in this week, they're all favored. Everyone's picking you. You finally have the weapons this year. I get he didn't look the same as he normally does, but you're all pro tight end there. Mark Andrews comes back too. Odell Beckham, and you only put up 10 points there in the AFC Championship game.
Yeah, it was big plays too. Zay had 5 receptions, I think, and 115 yards. So they had big plays.
He threw the pick in the end zone too.
Yeah,
yep.
And that should be that pick was fucking hysterical. Dude.
Yeah,
what are you doing, buddy?
Triple coverage.
That guy was
Isaiah likely said, "I'm open."
Swamped, and he was like, "I'm open." The guy who actually picked that, that. There were 2 more layers of that getting picked before Isaiah likely would have caught that ball. Just a ridiculous move. Probably the worst pass call, call for a pass. I'm saying that I've ever seen.
So in the last 6 seasons, the Chiefs have been to the Super Bowl 4 times. They're 2-1 right now, lost to Brady. Going in here, if they win the Super Bowl, that, I feel that's just the first half of what the Patriots did. I get the comparisons of Kansas City and New England is always going to come up because the Chiefs are, the dominant team right now. But the Patriots did that twice. Yeah. Three Super Bowls in how many years? I'm interested to see. I think it will be an entertaining Super Bowl. Looking on the other side. Let me go here. Detroit, plus 280 dogs. I took them just out of, got FanDuel in my hand. Let's put a quick half unit on it for them to win. Up by 17 points. Was that halftime? 24-7.
Yep.
Outscored 27-7 in the end of the game. Lions still cover the spread. But man, what a letdown from the Lions there.
Oh yeah.
And as much as this is what everyone's been saying all week about, going forward on 4th down there, they were 17 for 20. That was their team DNA. I get that's your team DNA. I get the statistics. But you kick a field goal there, man, you're down 1 possession ball game. This is probably going to go into overtime.
Yeah, and it's not even just that. It's not even just the 4th down. It was play of game the second half. They had 2,000-yard rushers. They ran the ball 7 times in the second half. They were up 17 at halftime. Up, not down.
Up.
And they ran it like 7 times.
Who does that sound like? Atlanta Falcons in 2016?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck, man?
Not to mention one of the best probably the best duo all year, running back wise.
Yeah, they were.
Montgomery and Gibbs.
Yeah, 2,000 yards. Like, some teams don't get one.
Making Jared Goff looking good. I mean, Jared Goff had a pretty good postseason.
Yeah, Jared Goff.
Good first game.
Playoffs included, I think he has the most passing yards.
But you can,
which, like, I get, like, he plays more
again,
games.
Yeah, I can say, too, like, them not converting on fourth down. There's the only receiver I felt comfortable him catching was Amon St. Brown. Jamison Williams or Josh Reynolds, they were just dropping the ball left and right. Sam Laporte had a big game. He's a future, he's a good player. If not already a top 5 tight end in this league.
He's a good player.
Their defense looked pretty good, but you knew, like, as soon as I think San Fran went right down to score a touchdown that they gained some momentum. Brock Purdy, man, just doing his job, getting these playmakers and Samuel, McCaffrey, Ayuk, you name it. Even Kyle Juszczyk there, the fullback got into it at a 23-yard catch. But so many weapons. That's why I think it will be a pretty good Super Bowl. But in terms of like having that Cinderella in as the Lions would have, or Baltimore, who was the favorite all year, but like hasn't been there in a long time, like would have been over San Fran or Kansas City in terms of I would have liked to see. Now you're a preseason pick out the window. Now you have probably the team that's been the best all year outside of that loss to the Ravens, and then you have the defending champions, the team that's dominated this league for the last 5-6 years now. It's going to be an interesting game.
Yeah, I agree. When you hear Lions in the fucking NFC Championship, you like assume horrible loss, choke job, and they just like fulfilled that completely.
Yeah. No, and
well done, Detroit, for sticking true to the Lions' way.
You're like, oh wow, they're gonna they might actually do this. So there was a part of me at the time of the game, I'm like, wow, they won, like it's over.
Yeah,
and that was not the case.
There was like, I forget what it was, but there was like one play where it happened, and I was like, and they were still like up a bunch, but it was like, they're about to Detroit Lions this fucking thing. It was I forget if it was a play or like one drive, but I remember thinking that after one and just being like, they're about
Dan
to
Campbell
Lions
says after the game, like that might have been our only chance to get there, and he just said everything that was on the Detroit Lions fan base's minds. Like, we might never get back. We might never have Eminem in. Can you see the luxury box? He was flipping everyone off. That was pretty cool.
No, of course.
But I think they will be somewhat back. I don't know if they'll get back to the NFC Championship game just because teams are getting better. The Eagles could be back. Maybe the Cowboys could figure it out somewhere down the line. But the Lions, pretty damn good season for what Detroit is all about.
Yeah, I think the Lions, their future is good for being a playoff team, I would say anyway.
Yeah.
Post that, like, you got to get that done.
Yeah, I mean, Jordan Love is coming, but I still got them favored in the division for next year. We'll see.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like the Packers will be better, but the Packers don't like leapfrog you. Like,
and it's also like it's a year that they've already seen Jordan Love, so like it's going to be a year for him to adjust the defenses and things like that. But heading to this Super Bowl, in Vegas. By the way, in Vegas, like probably the greatest venue for a Super Bowl ever.
And hang out at the Sphere all day.
Like
wait for the game to start.
Sphere. I think tickets are going for like minimum. I will
not be there.
Yeah, I remember like not even back in the day, like when the Pats were playing the fucking Falcons, like tickets were 3,000, and that's still a lot for to get in the game.
Yeah. Now
it's 8,000 minimum.
Well, 8,000.
Yeah, that's true too. Hopefully you can just win that on the roulette table, walk in,
do something exactly.
But right now says San Fran's going to be favored by 2 points. Kansas City, back-to-back trips. Brock Purdy going into his first Super Bowl, second season. It's going to be quite the game, huh?
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. I mean, 2 high-powered offenses, just electric players on all sides of the football for each team. I mean, just incredible. I think it really comes down to which defense shows up, because in the playoffs so far, the Chiefs defense has been playing, like you said, like old school, grinded out playoff football. Like they held Lamar Jackson to 10 points. They've looked good. The 49ers have looked terrible.
Yeah,
Their defense is getting shredded.
Yeah, can the Niners defense keep up with what Pat Mahomes been slinging the last couple games?
And when you're getting shredded on defense, Mahomes, Kelsey, and the boys are like not what you want to see.
Oh yeah,
not what you want to see.
I'm going to throw in a couple prop bets here, and I'll make my point as I go down. I used this one last year. I think it's an easy one. Taylor Swift's going to show up after, I think, a 12-hour flight from Tokyo. She's got a trip there. Travis Kelsey, anytime TD. I think it's even payout right now. He's going to score in the Super Bowl. Like, that just happens. I would like to know, besides the Tampa game, I bet he scored every game.
Yeah,
bet he scored in every Super Bowl. I think he scored both games of the playoffs. I think he's my lock for, like, anytime TD.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. Yep. I'd say so. I mean, that's like going for Gronk in our day, if Gronk was healthy.
Yeah. And then the one that I'm going to look at here is, I think, obviously the defense is, like you said, I think that those are the two that you look at. Who can, make more plays, who can create a turnover. But I think best when it comes to a best player versus best player, who's going to get it done? Is it going to be Pat Mahomes, who has gone to years and years out? And I love Brock Purdy. And he could, he could have a good game. But I think they'll only win if, Christian McCaffrey makes some big plays. Christian McCaffrey's sitting at plus 450 to win MVP. If the Niners win, like, chances are it will probably be him.
Yeah, it could be, but I don't know. Just because, like, Purdy, the story, just like if they pull it off, because they'll probably have to do a comeback if they win.
Yeah.
And, like, the comeback usually kind of fucking cements the quarterback.
But if he's just handing off the ball, if he's just dumping it.
Of course. And I mean, in that regard, too, it could be two, sweeps to Tebow Samuel.
Yeah, Tebow could get it. Yeah. Could see that too. And then I was kind of looking. I think it's a little too early for the Gatorades. I'll have to get there because we're recording on a Tuesday, the week before the Super Bowl, so we still got a solid 10+ days till the actual game. Over for the national anthem.
Who do we got?
Reba McEntire, who is dubbed the Queen of Country.
She's a huge country.
Country's typically a slower pace. I think, getting that over, whatever, I don't know what the minutes or seconds are. I feel like over has hit a lot recently. I'm going to, play it out for that too. I think this 68-year-old from Oklahoma, she's going to be in Vegas. Probably going to save her, alcohol for after the singing. Or maybe before, who knows? But
it is in Vegas, curveball.
Yeah, she's going to slow it down.
Yeah, she's put on a show.
Yeah.
You're in Vegas.
Slow it down, Pedro.
Yeah.
Slow it down.
Yeah, we have the over. Slow it the fuck up.
Who do you like for the game?
I absolutely hate it, but the Chiefs are going to win the fucking game.
Chiefs, it's so easy. It's so easy.
The Chiefs are just going to win the game. It sucks. I loathe it. I want Mahomes and Kelsey's tears more than anything. But they're going to win. It
kind of reminds me in ways of the Rams-Patriots Super Bowl back in 2001. Because, Brock Purdy's still oh, is he good? I think he's good. But, that's still in question. And then you're playing, these rock stars who haven't really had the best year offensively, but they're the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
They're going to come in. And they're still dogs, too. I think the Rams were 14-point favorites. I just see it in the new school versus old school type of way. That's kind of my point I'm trying to get across.
Yeah, and I would say it would be even the other Rams one.
Yeah.
Like Goff and Sean McVay, the upcoming fucking the young guns. It's their time, whatever, now. And it's then they just run into the fucking immovable object.
Hopefully not, though. That game was a fucking sleeper.
I don't expect that.
Unless you're a Patriots fan, that was a sleeper.
I also didn't expect the AFC Championship to be 17-10, so.
Yeah, but there was turnovers. There was, I don't know, the good atmosphere there in Baltimore.
I'm not saying there wasn't, but, two fucking MVPs at quarterback. You expect a show.
About to be a two-time MVP. Cashing on that bet, Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, but I mean, it would be really cool to see Purdy win. More importantly, it would be really cool to see Kittle win something.
Yeah, Kittle would win.
If they win, I don't give a shit about the rest of the 49ers. I want the camera on Kittle.
Oh, yeah.
If they win.
He's like a cooler version of Gronk. He's just like Banana Land.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would love to see that. Over-under 47.5. That's going to be close, dude. I'm not too educated on a 47.5. That's 24 points each. I think that might go under.
I like the over.
You think the over?
I think 49ers defense has been getting shredded.
Yeah.
They're going to be playing comeback all game shootout.
Yeah. Okay, that's good analysis. I I could switch it over.
You could. I mean, both teams, it's the Super Bowl. Even though they've been there before, there's always like the jitters and both teams might puke on themselves in the first half or something. That's always possible.
I just feel like whenever Kansas City plays a close game, and if this is a close game, it's usually low scoring. Like I'm talking about like 23 to 17.
Yeah.
Like something close like that.
They did lose a big one, though. What's his name? Omayahu?
Oh, yeah.
Omayahu?
Yeah,
They lost him for the year. I mean, the year's one game now, but
my reach that I'm calling right now, I think it's plus 10,000 odds. Put at least 200 on it. It's going to be 23 to 20 final in favor of Kansas City. Make that pick right now. Calling it from the clouds. I went with that score 2 years ago. The Bengals Rams, was that 2 years ago?
yes.
I put 200 on to win 20 G's. Final score 23-20, but I had the Bengals winning and the Rams won.
And so do we parlay this with the under? That was a point under. That was a point under the under.
Oh, wow.
If that's going to be the score, why not go for broke?
You're right. Wow. That would
Rack 'em up.
That would like double it.
Yeah. I mean, you can't, like, you're either right or you're wrong.
Are you a genius? Did we just figure out math?
Barely, folks.
Oh, wow.
Barely.
That's a minus 15 you can put with a plus 10,000. I can't imagine what that is. I can't do that math. That math's fucked.
Yeah, that's for somebody else in Vegas. That's for an app to show us.
Yeah, and then I think the halftime is Usher. Like, there's a couple ones. Like, obviously, the Simpleton, like, that one's good. Anything he duets with R. Kelly, would love to see them, like, video Skype R. Kelly from prison.
Yeah.
Like, that would be sick.
What are the odds on that? Where can we put in a Skype R. Kelly?
Yeah, there's like Travis Kelce like proposed to like Taylor Swift after the game. Using Banana Land. That's like nuts. Reba McEntire though, she's gonna go over. I'm feeling.
Yeah.
That's like my prop lock of the week. Let me get in here. Let me do some Gatorade Super Bowl color. All right, what color will be thrown on the winning coach? All right, is this year? This better be this year. There we go.
Even if not, does it have a list?
So the favorite is purple.
Purple. Interesting.
Since 2001, orange has been the most popular color of Gatorade used by a championship team. Though that hue hasn't been employed since Reed and the Chiefs won the Super Bowl 4 years ago. 2 of the past 3 years, the color has been blue. Occasionally, there's been no Gatorade shower at all. I mean, there's definitely going to be a shower. Wow, no Gatorade bath plus 2,000. That's
fry bath. They get Andy Reid with some fries.
Oh, that'd be.
Some team does. Oh, some bowl game has that. I forget.
But why? Like, is that too simple? Too red at plus 500. The Chiefs. What kind of Gatorade do they like? Like.
Well, yeah, I think it's more of that. Like, I don't think the color's picked for like.
Yeah.
Like,
but is
color.
It no like, or will it just be for bet? Like, does someone just like put it out and be like, all right, we're trying to pocket? Like, I would love to see an investigation on the Gatorade color of how that's like all done.
Well,
because people could get in trouble.
Let's send Magic to Vegas.
Yeah.
Have him investigate.
I would like to see that. I don't know if we have the budget to send him, but maybe he'll do a pro bono. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, that wraps up for the football season. Great football season outside of the Patriots. Patriots fucking sucked.
Yeah, it's like just a brutal, pathetic season. But we're not going to talk about that. The rest of the season was
We're
great.
back. Maybe, probably not, but I mean, what a football season. Sundays, sitting on the couch, nothing better.
Nothing better.
You know who's better, though? David Pasternak.
Yup.
6-2 route Flyers the other day. They've won, I think, 7 of their last 8 games. Sitting pretty. I believe they are the top team in the NHL right now. Yep. Oh no, never mind. They are they're tied with the Canucks. Either way, they're having a fantastic season. When people thought they might have took a step back, losing Patrice Bergeron and David Krejci. No, that is not the answer. Pasternak on his way to another 50-goal season.
Yeah, and one of the craziest things is like from last year, like they took a step back. That's just how good they were last year. Obviously, didn't show up in the playoffs, but Like they fucking like it's just another incredible year back to back. The whole team looks great up and down the board. People have gotten hurt. People have stepped in. Danton Heinen has a fucking hat trick.
Yeah.
Like it's a very next man up mentality going on with the Bruins, and they're playing their ass off every night.
And we love the secondary scoring on this show. I mean, Charlie Coyle with 18 goals and 24 assists. Like no one knew that was going to happen. He's played like every year has been like a better year than last. And I feel like at one point, like the hometown kid was eventually going to leave, but he stayed here. He's been outside of Pasternak, and Marchand has 24 goals now.
Marchand's killing it.
He's just out of the way of 400 career goals with the Bruins there.
Pastor Ray Bork for goals.
Charlie Coyle is 18 goals, having a year. And then even you look at Trent Frederick too. No longer your fourth line guy. He's only here to be kind of an enforcer. Guy's fucking huge. I say it every week. Mm-hmm. But he's making it happen too. The whole thing with the Brad Marchand scoring like 400 goals. They showed the graphic of like top. It's like Busick. It's like Terry O'Reilly there, a couple Esposito, then Bergeron, and then it's Marchand after. At the end of the day, I think it's going to be Pasternak number one by miles, by the way, because Pasternak is like in the top 7, and like he scores 60 goals a year. No other Bruin has like really done that.
He's the best goal scorer. Like pure goal scorer possibly in the game.
Yeah, so the top.
Connor McDavid's like better overall and everything.
So Busick's the only one in the 500s. You could easily see Marchand probably has at least 3 years after this. Pasternak and Marchand, not just the top scorers on the team, but possibly in the entire organization at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, and they're doing it against everybody. Shut out the Devils; they're having a good year. You beat the Avalanche. The Canadians suck, but you beat the fucking piss out of them. Yeah, love that.
My big beast with the team.
Beat the Jets.
Pavel Zacha's got to grow the fuck up and score a couple goals. He's taking a step back. I mean, he performed like Charlie Coyle is this year. Probably Charlie's doing a little bit better.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Switch your bet to Coyle.
Yeah, I might, but Pavel, I'm going next Tuesday against Calgary. If he doesn't score, I'm done with the bet. I'm done.
Okay. All right.
All done.
Was just at the Winnipeg game, electric.
Oh, nice.
Garden's rocking.
Any concessions? Any beers?
Concessions. Regular beers. Side of fries.
Anyone fight in the bathroom?
No fights in the bathroom. No fights in the bathroom.
There we go.
Good crowd though.
Another thing too, that the downfall of this team this season has been defense. Charlie McAvoy, who's been their top defender for years now, has had. I think you could say that Charlie McAvoy has had a shit year. For the way he plays?
Yes, it's not that bad, but for a player of his level, it has not been a good year.
And then who's supposed to be the number 2 defenseman, Hampus Lindholm, has been completely upsetting this team.
He's been outright bad. McAvoy has been playing less than Charlie McAvoy should play. Lindholm has not been good.
Like he let by, who was that the other night that scored in regulation to beat us? There was a big game against a good team the other night.
Carolina.
Carolina, who, by the way, is 5-0-2 against the fucking Bruins the last 7 games.
No, yeah, they're kind of looking like the Capitals did from like fucking 2013.
Well, even just look at
the Holtby days.
Simple things of I don't read into shots on goal, but every game they're getting outshot. That's not because they're getting outplayed. It's because they keep turning over the puck in the neutral zone, in their own zone, and that leads to goals for the other team. And that can blame specifically on the defense. If you didn't have the 1-2 punch in Allmark and Swayman, you'd be in trouble, man. I mean, when you have the Vezina winning last year, and then you have the other goalie, your backup goaltender, making the All-Star game. Like, come on.
Yeah, both look great. Obviously, Swayman had to step up a little more this year because of Omar's injury. But they both playing for you can't go wrong with whoever's in there at night.
No, I agree. Like pick your poison. That's why in the playoffs it'll be interesting what they do this year. Do they just go back and forth? Because last year it didn't work. But they bugged out and started Swayman like Game 7. I realized Allmark was hurt the whole whatever it was. We talked about that. We covered that.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's right, but like what they did last year was the wrong thing to do.
Yeah, well, they're saying to get rid of Allmark because his price is as high as it'll ever get now, and I don't certainly agree with that. I think that's just the strength of their team is goaltending. Like, simple as that.
If you're the number 1 team, why would you trade your Vezina winning goalie?
That's my point. And
doesn't make any.
And people are like, sell him high. Well, he's high, and because he hasn't. He played like that last season. He's played great this season, but before that, he wasn't the goalie that he is right now.
Especially where you're not like Like, we need probably a few things, tighten up, but, like, we don't need what you really get from like, we need a Vezina winning goalie more than we need fucking what you would get back for that. Like, we don't need, like, a superstar or something crazy. You know what I mean?
Philly had a nice tribute to James Van Riemsdyk. He must have been, like, a fan favorite because he is just kind of like a shithead, at least who hangs out in front. I know he's better, like, back in the day in his career. But he just, like, is a garbage man. Like, he just picks it up in the crease, like, in between the circles. Like, I like him. He's good. He's good to fill in if you need someone in your top 6 because someone else is out or you're just not deep enough.
That was a massacre.
Yeah. Oh,
the first half of that game was a fucking bloodbath.
I watched the first period, like, most of it, and then I got in my car and, like, had to go do something, and then I look at my app and it says 5-1. Like, in the second period.
Yeah.
I was like, there's dead bodies on the ice.
Yeah, they went absolutely off, letting it rip.
On Mark Recchi's fucking banner night.
Yeah.
They put his name up in the rafters in Philly. And
great player. Shout out Mark Recchi.
Yeah, shout out 2011 Wrecking Ball.
Second line, baby.
Yeah.
Recchi, Marchand, Bergeron.
Yeah, always got a beer in Boston. But I assume he's getting one in Philly unless they boot him after that game. They probably should have.
Yeah, yeah, fuck yeah.
But good to see. I think they have an Easter schedule coming up. You got they don't resume. So is All-Star
week now?
All-Star week's this week
Currently, yeah.
Oh, so I go to the first game back, Calgary at home, and then actually Thursday night, Vancouver, best 2 teams right now in the NHL, should be a doozy. And then you got Washington, Tampa, and Seattle, who have all played pretty good hockey. I don't know. I haven't really seen Seattle too much, but the other 2 reasonably, like, put up good games.
Yeah. Fuck the Lightning.
Yeah, fuck the
Kucherov's having a great year, but
oh, for sure. Speaking of good years, we're looking at 36-11 on the other side of the floor at the Garden, the Boston Celtics. Currently got a 10-point lead against the Indiana Pacers. Looking pretty damn good in the regular season here. Steele, what do you think?
Oh, well, a lot of defense in this game, huh? There's still like an entire fourth quarter.
Yeah.
It's 118-108.
well, they dropped a $140 on fucking the Heat the other night.
Good Lord.
And then they, I got to see this fourth quarter here because I only watched the second half of last night's game. They were down by 17 points. They put up 37. They put up close to 70 points in the second half to take down the Pelicans. I'm thinking Zion Williamson just got tired because he's a fat fuck.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Derek White, after missing 16 straight shots, buried like a handful of shots down the stretch there. I think finished with 17 points, but I think all 6 were scored. 6 field goals scored in the fourth quarter.
He's great because he is one of those guys, like, he's going to keep shooting. Like, some people, you get up to, like, 0 for 13, they, like, shy away from the ball. He's going to take his shot when he gets it.
Pelicans got good talent. Like, they have McCollum, they have Ingram, they have Zion, and you do it without your third best player, who is, I think, I'll still say it, like, Kristaps Porzingis. If they want to do anything this year, he's got to be healthy. He's got to be playing. Treat him like Gronk all year. Do not play him if you don't have to. If you want to take a quick 30-point loss to the Clippers just so you can rest guys, like, I'm all in for that.
Yeah, that one, like, that happens. Yeah.
Like the Milwaukee back-to-back a couple weeks ago when they lost by 40. Whatever. Let the scrubs play.
You're not going to win every game in fucking basketball. Some nights it's not your night. Just take it as it is.
I'm glad they've learned that, though. Like, Missoula, I feel like, was playing more like tough boy game last year where every game mattered. Like, the postseason is what matters. They're going to get to the postseason as a 1 or 2 seed, hopefully 1 there. I think they're 4.5 games up on Milwaukee right now. It seems like things really go in their direction. I'm interested to see what they do with the trade deadline because, you throw Kristaps in that lineup. You got Tatum, Horford, Holiday, White, Brown, and Porzingis. And then you have a couple question marks like, is Peyton Pritchard going to get minutes down the stretch if they get a couple more guys? Oshia Brissett hasn't really been too much of a, pleasant surprise. Sam Hauser is pretty good on defense, probably their best shooter off the bench. And then any other guy, you wouldn't even know their name.
You wouldn't know their name. You might have to dump Hauser or Pritchard.
Oh, definitely.
To get, something fucking worth it back.
Just a rental. Maybe a guy
might have to drop them both.
who can shoot. Yeah, who can shoot off the bench and then maybe a guy who can rebound. I think you need one guy who can shoot, one guy who can rebound, because this whole team is like plays basically all 5 positions.
Yep.
Because they don't really have a small guy. Like even their point guard, Drew Holiday's like 6'5", like he's big enough.
Yeah, I think we need some height, and I think we just need one of those wings that can like when you're playing, like when we played that series when the Heat beat us. And it was just like that Struce motherfucker. Or like some guy who, if you don't watch the game, you don't have a fucking clue who this guy is. And then in game 5, this guy has like 19 points for no reason because he caught fire. You gotta just somehow find that bench player.
Exactly. I've heard rumors of the, what's his name? Worst free throw shooter of all time. He's on the Bulls right now. Center. Played for Detroit for a lot of years.
Andre
Drummond. I keep hearing that name, and I'm like, I don't even really want that because they don't have anyone like that who's like only there to play like rebounding. Like he can't shoot. Like he can't do anything like that.
You can't have a hack guy.
Yeah, you need someone who utilizes their game. Like I don't even know who. Like that's the thing with the NBA. There's so many guys who are probably on the block just because realistically, like 5 teams in the NBA, like maximum, have a chance to win the NBA title.
Yeah. And there's like 3 more that are lying to themselves, and that's it.
Yeah, like Miami was an exception last year. Miami just came out of woodwork. That doesn't happen every year.
Yeah. They look awful, by the way, at this current moment.
Yeah, they don't have any. They don't have what they had last year. They don't have as many shooters.
But Terry Rozier has come to save them.
Yeah, and they got blown out.
Terry.
It's not really Jimmy Butler's game, but I think Jimmy Butler is 3rd on the team in points per game. Like that's nuts.
Yeah, no, I think
Tyler Hero and Adebayo there.
I saw something today that was like he hasn't taken like more than like 12 shots in like 7 games.
Yeah,
and that's not a crazy like I think Tatum took 24 tonight. You know what I mean? Like 12 is not like a crazy number.
I just feel this is definitely the year where it's just going to come down like the brass tacks. Like we're going to see Milwaukee in the Eastern Conference Finals, probably going to go 6 or 7 games. It's going to come down to the edge. Like it will defense. If it's defense, we'll win. If a big shot comes down to it, I think they'll win. Like I don't think it's much of a coin flip. I think the Celtics are the better team. But that's what I think it's going to come down to. I don't see Philly coming. I know Joel Embiid had 70 last week, but that doesn't mean anything. And then on the other side, Denver's going to be there. The Clippers have gotten better. Lakers and Warriors both suck.
Yeah. Doc Rivers, more worried about the Bucks or less worried about the Bucks?
Like I was worried up to here, went down. Very down.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I don't really necessarily think he's a good coach. I think he's just a good dude.
Very good dude. Very good dude who won with just one of the all-time great teams of all time.
And I don't none of it. We never been a huddle with him, so we don't really know the X's and O's, what he really brings as a coach every day. Like when the Celtics won the championship, they had the players. That's why they won. Players win the championship. When he went over the Clippers, he had a team that won the championship. Couldn't win it. Sixers, they got James Harden last year. Seemed like they had enough pieces to at least get to a conference final. Couldn't do it. So it just seems like he gets so close, but yet so far.
Those are 2 shitty cursed franchises. Though.
Yeah.
In his defense.
But he curse him even more?
Clippers, maybe not. Philly, maybe.
Yeah, Milwaukee, you have
one. The Clippers, they became people actually knew they existed. That it helps that franchise.
Yeah, in Milwaukee, you have one of the best players in the league, and then you picked up probably the top 3 shooter in the league. That's what I mean. I think their Achilles heel is gonna be their defense, and I should probably hold my breath right now, considering the Celtics are letting up how many points right now. We're going with a $112 with 5 minutes to go. I guess that's your average NBA. Probably let up a $125. It's not even average now. It's pretty high. You're still gonna win by 10 points anyway, but. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Pacers another exciting team. They got Pascal Siakam.
Halliburton's fucking hell of a player.
I don't know if he's back tonight. He was hurt for a little bit. Oh, he played 5 for 16, 13 points.
Yeah, struggling tonight. Love that.
Aaron Nesmith always gets up for the Celtics. 10 for 14, 24 points.
Fuck that.
Yeah. And then Brown, White, 25, 24. Tatum, 28. Porzingis back, not having his best night, 5, 15, 14 points. And then, like I said, the bench is what I don't understand. On stat sheet wise, they don't really provide anything. Only thing I'm really looking at here, their bench is all plus over 10 points. I don't really read the plus minus, but if all your bench is plus and all your starters are negative, I don't know, man. Probably bench is playing pretty good.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. That's kind of, I took you for a trip there, huh?
Yeah, yeah, that could be right.
Yeah. All right. What else we got? Lights Out Lang, Rough and Rowdy 23 didn't go his way. I managed to tune into the fight itself. He put on a hell of a performance. God, balls the size of this room for taking that fight. I mean, the kid he's fighting, not necessarily like the toughest kid, but like 6'7". Lights Out Lang just got into his chest as much as he could. I think he performed extremely well. I think he definitely lost the fight just because it's an impossible fight. Every time that Lights Out was trying to move back right and left, he was just finding a quick one to the face, and that's not on him or anything. Like you're fighting a guy who's 6'7".
Yeah, and it's hard. It's hard because like in boxing, you like when a guy's that much taller than you got to kind of like work him down to like get inside, and with like quick rounds, like it's
1 minute rounds,
you know what I mean? It's
especially that, and I'm sure he's coming out like a bat out of hell, just trying to prove
you know
people
what I mean?
wrong.
Like you're trying to sit there and like try to like figure your way in, like you can't do that in a fucking 1 minute round.
Yeah, and
you just attack,
I just feel like Rough and Rowdy and Barstool has been trying to eliminate him from being in top contention, and I think this was another way of doing it. Instead of having the trilogy fight he should have had with the last fight, they input him to a fight that not like anyone 5'10". It's just like science that like is gonna have a tough time being someone who's 6'7".
No, boxing a 5'10" person should like
boxing.
Not
If it's a street fight, probably taking Lights Out.
Yeah,
not probably, definitely. And I would take him in the rematch too. I'd take him in the rematch, but they won't be a rematch. They're not gonna rematch this fight.
I don't think they'll rematch this fight, but they also might. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? I'm sure he'll take a little time off. Folks, we always have him on after a win, a loss. I completely understand. It's the competitive nature he is, the spirit of the animal, the heart of the champion, Bobby Lights Out.
Heart of a warrior.
Yeah.
He'll be back.
We'll have to see, a nice comeback for him. Kind of all the sports on the agenda there. I'm going to have a little movie review. I don't know, boys and girls, you've seen it. Saltburn, it's a thriller comedy. Takes place at Oxford. Barry Keoghan, who I think is the new Joker.
Yes.
He's the new Joker. He is this random weird geek, goes to Oxford University, becomes the best friend, Felix Jacob Elordi. So spoilers here. Spoilers. Fasten by if
carry on.
The richest and like most popular kid in school, like befriends him and everything. And then he invites him back to his big mansion called Saltburn, in the summer, and it goes haywire. Off the walls. Have you seen it? I don't want to fuck you up.
No.
Am I allowed to,
Yeah, carry on.
So like he starts like there's a lot of sexual things that go on, like Jacob Elordi takes like a bath. This kid, the bad kid Barry Keoghan plays Oliver, like goes into the bathtub, starts like, oh, you know what? He sees Jacob Elordi masturbating in the shower, in the bathtub. So then Barry Keoghan comes, takes the bath right after that, and starts licking the bathtub. Long story short, it's like a Parasite meets like a London. Have you seen Parasite?
Yeah.
Like this kid just becomes a parasite, ends up demising every single person from this family, and takes over Saltburn, which is this huge mansion.
Oh.
And like just step by step, like another spoiler, Jacob Elordi's he kills Jacob Elordi like at the end. They like barely even show it, but they show like his like funeral and stuff, and after everyone's away, this kid just goes out in the mulch, the dirt, wherever he's buried, takes his pants out and just starts fucking the dirt. Like this is as South film as I've ever seen. Like I wish Magic Mike was here because he definitely would have.
Does it have the approval of cinema?
It was, because the thing is, if you watch it and you only watch like the first hour is like how they met, like this kid who's in all like the geeky classes and stuff, like starts hanging out with the cool kids, but it doesn't really start until they go to this mansion in the summer, and then really shit like bizarre is happening. Like another one, like I guess I'm telling you spoilers. If you're trying to watch this movie, like don't listen to me. The first night, his Jacob Elordi's sister is like smoking cigarettes outside, and this sexual demon Oliver Quick, the guy Barry Keoghan's player, comes out like is trying to bang her, and this girl's like, well, I'm it's that time of the month, Dude goes under her skirt, starts eating her out, fucking all bloody and shit. It was it was fucked.
Yeah, wow. Amazon Prime?
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime. Saltburn.
I had a little party with friends over the weekend. We did a little watch for it. I was the only one not to see it. And there was like different set, like there was one for blood because it ends up with a bloody fucking, and then for the bathtub, there was one that like had some type of like, I don't know, like jizz type of, I don't even like material in the thing. It wasn't actual jizz, don't worry. Bizarre movie. And then the whole thing that got me too is Rosamund Pike is the mom in this. She's the one who played the fucking absolute devil in Gone Girl.
Yeah, she's pure evil.
Yeah, so like she played pure, like she wasn't pure evil in this, but just like I can't see that actress in any other movie now and not be like this. It's like he's fucking nuts.
She's in another one where she's pure evil like that too. I forget what it's called. That was on Netflix. But it was like pure evil, like not to her husband. It was to like elderly people.
And this actually, shout out to Teddy from House Neck. There was this kid, Archie Matakwaki. He is the epitome of Teddy Bousquet in that movie.
There's a Teddy Bousquet.
Teddy from House Neck, yeah.
Wow.
I had to throw that out to the local.
There's a Teddy.
To the local. Oh, he acts exactly like Teddy. Exactly like him. We kept calling him Teddy.
All right, well, stay tuned. I'll give her a watch.
He looks like him too. Look. I'll keep it Teddy from House Neck. Let's see. This fucking kid. Like that.
Wow. That looks way more like Teddy from House Neck than I was expecting you to pull up. That's crazy.
Absolute banana land. Absolute banana land. Anything else before we close it up? Seems like it's been a relatively smooth episode, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another one in the Bucks.
I'm going to call out. I'm going to do it. So Quincy High football got rid of their coach. He resigned after wrestling the North Quincy coach in the middle of the 50-yard line before the game because they were arguing about who has what side. And I don't know if this is inside information, but I got to get it out here.
Sources.
So they had an interview process of hiring coaches and for, stepping up for, the off-season plan for football. They decided to hire the principal who was a coach before at Randolph High. I think he was a principal at the same time too. So already knew where he was coming from. And then they were set to have a meeting this Thursday because the community, Quincy High, all Facebook posts, Facebook parents were up in arms with, this person cannot, coach a team and, run a high school, which I think whether he can or not, why is it up to them?
Yeah, that's a big, chill the fuck out, Dad. You know what I mean? I don't know, man.
So the news that came out today, and he came out with a statement saying, due to the community, I'm paraphrasing here, due to the community not having my back, that they don't like this decision, I'm going to choose to step down. So now they canceled the meeting and everything, and now he's not the coach.
They Facebook bullied the coach.
They Facebook bullied the coach. I have no problem with, he steps back, maybe, I'm going to be too busy, maybe this is more than I can handle. But the fact that he got bullied out, shame on you, parents. Let me say it right now. Shame on you, parents. I think it's because
no one that complained about that has any idea what it's like to be a football coach or a principal.
Not to mention, most of them are complaining about it because they have, Jerry from down the street who put his hat in the ring, to apply for the coaching job and didn't get it. I think that's half the battle there.
Yeah, can't wait for North Quincy High to kick their ass.
Yeah, I'm a Quincy High, alumni, but I don't know, man. It's tough to swallow. I was talking to some alumni today, a couple inside guys, and they had the same take as me. They agreed with that, and that's tough to hear because I think they deserve that. At least the principal deserves better there. I think that's shame on the parents. Or whoever. Shouldn't just say parents. Should blame whoever was, complaining about that whole thing.
Yeah, get off your phones, losers.
Yeah. And that's my local take of the week.
What if they run it back? What if the next guy's a stud? Quincy High all the way.
Oh, like the coach?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope it does happen. I hope the next guy who comes in, they're probably going to bring it. They'll probably do the one that everyone wanted, I guess. I don't even know who that is. I think I'm out of the, I'm out of that where I don't know that information anymore. But at least they got rid of the guy who coached the Pats for 1 year because he fought the guy in the middle of the fucking Thanksgiving game. So that was probably warranted.
You can't do that.
They said he resigned after the game. Yeah, he was given he was given a pen and asked to leave.
Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. You fought leave.
Yeah. That's it's tough to hear. Want better from my community. Want better from the city of Quincy.
Would never happen at North. And this is coming from a CM guy.
Oh, yeah. Steele Nazz, episode 154 in the books. We're going to take a couple weeks off here. Producers away. I'm actually going to be down in Tampa for, big Super Bowl. What number is it this year anyway? Super Bowl.
50, 60?
Yeah, I don't know.
56?
That is a good one. Trivia question. What number is this year's Super Bowl? LV triple I.
58?
58? Yeah, that sounds like 58.
Yeah, it's 58.
58. I'm going to go with that. Big shout out to Hedge Better. Justin, thank you for doing what you do. Big shout out to the sponsors again, Slight Edge Fitness and Performance. Get your swell on up there, 101 French Avenue.
Oh, yeah.
Also, a lot of this is Patrick J. Foley. Stay classy out there. I don't really say, I usually say at the end of the Super Bowl episode, go Chiefs or go Niners, but, I don't really give a shit. I don't really want either one of them to win. If I was going to pick one to root for, it would probably be San Fran. But I think financially, when I'm betting, I'm going to be betting Kansas City.
Yeah.
So I don't even, I'm
in the same
might
boat.
go read a book.
Yeah. Might parentally block it from my TV. Might watch Saltburn.
Saltburn, yeah. Get some jizz. The new year is almost here, and if you're looking to shed off some holiday pounds before beach season, well, look no further and head on down to Slight Edge Fitness Performance, located at 101 French Avenue in Braintree, Massachusetts. Owned and operated by our guy, Quincy legend, Craig Kelly. You will be assured that you are getting the best training around. They believe in only the highest standards of physical fitness training and have been leading the charge at their state-of-the-art fitness facility since 2020. Their staff is actively enriching the lives of members and creating a community of like-minded people who love being healthy and strong. They are helping you to get in shape and teaching you how to maintain your health and fitness. Group fitness classes as well as one-on-one personal training sessions are available. Make sure to visit slightedgefit.com and also follow them on Instagram at slightedgefitness and set up a consultation today. If you're looking to get back in shape or trying to get a slight edge on the competition, this gym is for you. Check out Slight Edge Fitness and Performance, located at 101 French Avenue in Braintree, Massachusetts, and tell them the boys from Steele Nazz sent you.